Hola amigos de Verea Visión, nos encontramos en Chartweight Arena en la ciudad de Norfolk, Virginia, a presenciar la pelea entre Benavidez y Figueiredo. Esta pelea estaba supuesta a ser un campeonato mundial de flyweight, pero por razones que Figueiredo no pudo alcanzar el peso ideal, no se llevará a cabo con este motivo. Pero sin ninguna duda esto será una gran pelea. Vamos a proceder con algunas entrevistas y los resultados de algunas de estas peleas.
Tocasse nele, e foi o que aconteceu. Eu conectei golpes duríssimos nele, ele sentiu, e eu finalmente levei ele ali ao octógono e finalizei a luta, nocauteei com o diretão.
You know, it's a fight. He punched me, I punched back. You know what I mean? I feel, he fell, he feel. But in my mind, I know when I get him with my punch, I'm gonna knock out him up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna knock out him. And this is what happened. When I connect my punch, he really feel, and I just finalize the fight. But the people need to remember, I told before in the pre-fight interview, I'm gonna knock out him out in the second round. And I did, because I own this for the people watching TV. I own this for the people come for the arena. Because I not make the weight, I have the compromise to give a big show for the people.
I know, well, you released some statements yesterday explaining what happened, but in his words, what happened with the weight cut?
Entendeu? Eu falei algumas coisas ontem, mas nas tuas palavras, o que aconteceu com o problema que tu teve no corte de peso?
Eu infelizmente senti fortes dores aí no abdômen, na região do abdômen, e isso não me deixou continuar a minha tirada de peso. Eu entrei em contato com a equipe, na verdade, minha equipe entrou em contato com a minha nutricionista e ela imediatamente mandou a gente parar o corte de peso, com que preservando a minha saúde. E infelizmente foi o que aconteceu. Eu não bati o peso por conta disso, eu não sei realmente o que aconteceu, eu não fiz exames para saber.
You know what happened is I was cut the weight really smooth, everything's fine, but in the day of the weight in, I feel a cramp, I feel like a bad in my stomach. And my team called to my doctor, my nutritionist, and she told to my team, hey, if you really feel that, it's better to stop, because, you know, let's go try to make the fight happen, because he was like a 400 grams when he feel, and he need to rehydrate little bit. If you guys remember, it was about 1 kilogram, 800 grams, you know what I mean? And he was almost in the weight when he fell and need to hydrate again. And this is what happened. But you know, he never, this is the first time this happened. The people cannot forget that. The first time in his whole career, he not get the weight.
But I guess in some of his...
The idea of potentially fighting two legends within a year would be awesome. It'd be an honor, you know, within my first year in the UFC, being able to fight Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes, like, that chance is awesome. I'm really excited.
How do you think you match up with Amanda?
I think I match up great. You know, I know everyone is beatable, and I think there's some things I can show and some clever things I can do to get a win.
When Megan was in here earlier, she kind of stated her case. She did say, you know, it's kind of not the best one to win type of thing, but she also said, hey, I'm on a 2-fight win streak. Do you think your experience with Cyborg kind of trumps that in a way? I mean, a lot of people took notice of you from that fight. Even though it was
Yeah, I mean, again, what do you guys think? Like, if they put me in the co-main event, I'm definitely a fan of Megan, but, you know, if you guys had to pick, what would you pick?
She had an alternate.
Well, you're asking Canadians here. So.
Yeah, right? I mean, I'm Canadian too. Don't make me say it, but, you know, I do have a win over Megan, so, you know, we both have a first-round finish tonight, so it was an interesting night for that, but I think it turned out the way a lot of people kind of expected, and, you know, I could definitely see myself getting that shot, and I think I've earned it.
She had a kind of interesting curveball. If she doesn't get the title fight of who she wanted to fight, she suggested GDR if she goes back up. If you weren't to get the title fight, is there anything out there that you would want, even a dream fight?
A dream fight? Yeah. I mean,
other than that.
There would be, yeah, right? I haven't really thought about anything but Zarah the last couple months here, so I don't really have anything that comes to mind.
What did you think of your opponent? Did she surprise you with anything?
I had the utmost respect for what she could bring to the table. You know, I mean, I think she landed a couple. I don't know how many punches she landed, but I felt really good about standing with her, and I knew once I got my hands on her, I could make things go my way. But I knew that she's had some moments on the ground that could be dangerous for me being on top mount like that, and I just wanted to be relentless and not let that kind of stuff happen. So that's what I did.
Tribute to the great Tai Tuivasa and the Shui.
The Shui looked a little rough there at the end.
Yeah, well, there was a lime at the bottom, and so I was like so nervous about like inhaling the lime and spitting it out everywhere. So I feel like I did the best I could with the circumstances.
And did the best you could in the fight too. I mean, you did exactly kind of what you needed to do to make your statement. Did you feel that you could put her away like that?
Yeah, I think people don't realize until they get in the cage with me just how hard I hit, and if I can hit you clean, like it's a game changer. And I feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm able to bring out those type of performances, and I'm just ready for the next level, for the next step, and to really, showcase my evolution in this sport.
And we just saw what Felicia did. Amanda just tweeted, "I like both winners tonight. Now it's up to Dana White. I'm ready for either." Tell us why it should be you.
That's also, well, I'm the only one that's on a win streak. So I feel like I put my name in the list, particularly with such a great knockout. But, the UFC is going to do what the UFC want to do. If they give it to Felicia, I think she's an incredible competitor, and, I would be surprised if they give it to her. And if that's the case, I would love to, fight again. The UFC is going to Perth, so I'd love to fight in Australia. And if they come back to Kansas City, that would be awesome, because I would love to be able to put on a performance. I've done Australia now in the UFC, and I would love to be able to put on a performance in front of my adopted home of Kansas City. So that would be cool too, if I'm not given the opportunity to fight for the title.
Я его зацепил левой рукой, и он начал болтаться, и бой остановили.
So I threw the left hook, I connect, I hurt him, that's all I know, and I saw he was wobbling, and the referee stopped the fight, so I believe everything was fair, so he was complaining about something, I don't know.
And of course he feels he would have just kept hurting him, right, if it
kept
going,
sure.
So he would have continued his offense.
Sure.
Right. Talk about before the fight started, when he came over and got in his face and everything, what did you think about that?
Когда он тебе перед боем подошел к тебе, какие мысли у тебя были в голове?
Какие могут тут мысли были его выиграть, да?
No, I was calm, nothing happened, I don't think so. I was focused on the fight, I was focused to get the victory in the fight, so nothing will distract me from that.
Has he ever experienced anything like that, where an opponent did that before the fight even started?
Когда-то случалось уже такое, что перед боем соперник вот так подходил, что-то там начинал?
Не было такое первый раз. Но в этом ничего страшного нету, это шоу.
I believe, no, it was first time, and I believe it will be the last time. Nobody will try to do this again to me.
I didn't feel it like before, but during the fight, I thought it was a really important fight for me. I really wanted to win. Maybe a little bit stopped me. I was hoping to show much better. I was prepared better, but still, the win is a win. I felt good.
Did you feel coming in that your grappling advantage would be as big as it was in the fight?
Yeah, I thought so. He's a sambo guy too, so he can grapple. He's taller than me, but the grappling was on my side. I pretty much knew it before because I grappled before. Lots of my wins are by submission, so I'm confident about my grappling.
Was there any point leading into this where you began to doubt yourself with the losses?
Well, I didn't doubt myself. I just started to be confident over the time when I come to the fight. I just joined a new team right now. I work with John Wood, new coach. So that's also the fight that we have to adjust to cooperate together, and that turned to be good. So I was confident before the fight. I was feel super cool.
What's the transition to a new team been like for you?
I feel great. I moved to Las Vegas, staying there, so different perspective, different, maybe not changing me completely, but seeing stuff the other way. adding some technique, and that worked out.
Bueno, amigos de Vereda Visión, esta noche estuvo llena de muchas peleas, llenas de mucha adrenalina, asimismo la victoria de Figueiredo ante Benavidez. Con imágenes de Pedro Enríquez, reportó para ustedes Delma Rodríguez para Vereda Visión Deportes.